Students, our next topic is Wheatstone bridge principle. Wheatstone bridge is a device which is used for measuring unknown resistances. A standard Wheatstone bridge is shown in this figure. It consists of four resistances P, Q, R and S to form a bridge. The resistance is P in arm AB and resistance Q in arm BC. They are said to form ratio arms. The arm AD, this contains a known resistance R which can be changed. The unknown resistance S is contained in arm CD. A cell E and a one-way key K1 are connected between points A and C. In between points A and C, a cell E and one-way key K1 are connected, and between points B and D, a galvanometer G and a tapping key K2 are connected. If on closing the key K1 first and key K2 later, if galvanometer shows no deflection, then we can show that P upon Q is equal to R upon S. That is the ratio of resistances P and Q and ratio of resistances R and S is equal. This is called Wheatstone bridge principle. According to Wheatstone bridge principle, if four resistances P, Q, R and S are connected to form a bridge and the bridge is balanced, then P upon Q is equal to R upon S. The bridge is said to be balanced if on closing the key K1 first and key K2 later, galvanometer shows no deflection. Now let us prove that P upon Q is equal to R upon S when bridge is balanced. Let I is the current given out. Let I is the current given out to be the given by the cell E. This current I on reaching point A, this is divided into two parts. The current I1 flows through arm AB and the current I minus I1, this flows through arm AD. This current I1 on reaching point B, this is further divided into two parts. The current IG flows through arm BD and I1 minus IG, this flows through arm BC. The current IG through arm BD and current I minus I1 through arm AD, they combine to give a total current I minus I1 plus IG, which flows through DC. The current I1 minus IG through arm BC and the current I minus I1 plus IG through arm DC, they combine at point C to give a total current I, and thus completing the circuit. The value of currents at various junctions, they can be verified by using Kirchhoff's first law. Now, applying Kirchhoff's second rule to the closed path ABDA. According to Kirchhoff's second rule, the algebraic sum of EMFs is equal to algebraic sum of product of various resistances and respective current flowing through them. As there is no cell connected in this, therefore sum of EMF is 0. Now the product of resistances. Now in the arm AB, let us transverse the closed path along ABDA. Now we are transversing the path along the same direction along which the current flows. Therefore product of current and resistance is positive. Therefore I1 into P along this Ig into G. Ig is the current and G is the resistance of galvanometer. Ig into G. Now the direction of current is opposite to the direction along which path is transversed. Therefore product of current and resistance in this arm will be negative. Therefore this will be minus I minus I1 into R is equal to 0. Here G is the resistance of galvanometer. Now applying Kirchhoff's second rule to the closed path BCDB. Now we transverse the path along BCDB. Therefore as the direction of current is same along which path is transversed, therefore product of current and resistance is positive. Therefore I1 minus Ig into Q is positive. Now along this direction of current is opposite to the direction along which path is transferred. Therefore I minus I1 plus Ig into S, this is taken as negative, and along this also Ig into G, this will be taken as negative. Therefore this is equal to 0. Now the value of R is so adjusted, the R is non-resistance which can be changed. The value of R is so adjusted that galvanometer shows no deflection. Therefore Ig is equal to 0 and the bridge is said to be balanced. Putting Ig is equal to 0 in equation 1, I is equal to 0 in equation 1 and equation 2. Putting I is equal to 0 in this equation, this becomes I1P minus I minus I1 R is equal to 0. I1P minus I minus I1 R is equal to 0. Taking this side to right hand side, this becomes I1P minus I minus I1 into R. Similarly, putting I is equal to 0 in this equation, this become I1 minus 0 into Q minus I minus I1 plus 0 is equal to I minus I1 into S, and this is 0 is equal to 0. Therefore this become I1Q, and this is taken on right hand side is equal to I minus I1 into S. Now dividing 3 and 4, left hand side is divided by left hand side and right hand side is divided by right hand side. We get P upon Q is equal to R upon S. This is Wheatstone bridge principle.